Fighting cancer takes its toll on the body in many ways, but one of the hardest things to cope with for women is the threat to their femininity. Sue McDermott is undergoing chemotherapy to treat her second battle with breast cancer. And today, Sue is having a makeover, which is being photographed for a new book that teaches tips and techniques for looking good during the treatment of cancer and several other diseases and disabilities.
When you're having chemotherapy, I found that my skin texture, everything changed. I never had spots, I have spots now. My skin went very dry. Again, when you have no hair, if you put makeup on, you've got a colour on your face and then suddenly you've got a white scalp, so you have to learn how to blend it if you're not going to wear your wig. You know, so you do have to learn how to do everything again.
The book, which is called Look Good, Feel Good, has been put together by professional makeup artist Rona Cullinan and Derek O'Kelly, the owner of the makeup school, which Rona heads up.
In the book we have 6 different looks, varying from a girl who's 16, Hannah, who was born with cleft palate, so her lip is still quite scarred and has not fully formed on one side. So what we did is showed her with makeup how to very easy, just with even lip liner and lip pencil, how to recreate the lip shape. So it looks completely natural and it's very easy to do, and she's absolutely thrilled and she's doing it all the time now. And we also have Kerry, who has suffered from severe acne of the face, so we're showing her how to cover the spots and blemishes and to get flawless skin. It will be a step-by-step guide for each look, and also there's lots of tips learning how to do it for yourself.
I've lost my eyebrows, I've lost most of my eyelashes. That's why the makeover has been brilliant, because it actually gives you a definition back to your face and you feel a lot more feminine when you have the eyelashes and the eyebrows. When I lost my hair, it was actually very traumatic. It was actually more traumatic than the partial mastectomy that I'd had. I know that sounds very strange, but because it was so visible, losing the hair was so visible, was a huge effect on me. Whereas before you lost your hair, it was, oh, she has cancer. If they knew, some people didn't know, but once you lose your hair, it's like a visible sign that you're not well. It's your identity, you're blonde, you're brunette, you've short hair, you've long hair, you're funky, you're whatever. So it was extremely traumatic to lose the hair. So that's why the wig really played a huge role in making me feel more feminine again.
Kimmage-based wig maker Anne Roach advises chemotherapy patients to make suitable preparation before hair loss begins.
If they come in before they lose their hair, we can actually have a chance to have a look at the colour and the texture and the style, and then we can match a wig as close as possible to their own hair. Because usually most people who are on chemo, they don't want to draw attention to their hair when it goes, so they actually want a wig that looks exactly like themselves. If they come in when they've lost their hair, I generally ask them to bring a photograph, because you see, the main giveaway with the wig, I think, is the density. You can change your style, you can change your colour, but if you've got really fine hair and you go out with a really full wig, it's going to be obvious that it's a wig. So I generally think if you get the density right, that's the most important thing. Sometimes people mightn't want to wear the wig all the time, or they might want to break from the wig, or in the summer, or if you're going away to a warm climate. The wigs can be warm. This hat here actually is just especially for people with hair loss, so you can see it comes right down, it covers the full head. But again, if you didn't have your eyelashes and eyebrows, it may not look great. And in fact, I often suggest to people that they go for a fringe if they're wearing a wig, because it camouflages the area if they do lose their eyelashes or eyebrows. But this is quite a handy little thing as well. It's just a little fringe, and you can just pop that in underneath your hat, and it just again takes the bare look away. And even if you just have 3 strands of hair coming out, it can really transform that look. And you basically don't look like you look like you have hair underneath, even though you don't. The best compliment for me really is when somebody says that they've gone out with their wig on and nobody knew, or say like their husband or their sister actually said, I thought you were going to lose your hair, because that means that, then it's seamless. It's not drawing any attention to the fact that they've lost their hair because their wig looks exactly like themselves.
Proceeds from the Look Good, Feel Good book will be donated to the Mary Keating Cancer Foundation.
We spoke to Linda Keating, who was fantastic, and she was basically telling us about how her mother, when she had cancer, she used to have her makeup done. It used to make such a difference in her confidence levels and how it made her mother feel, and she felt more ready to face the world then. So that was kind of where the angle of the book came from. We decided to write it more from an ordinary person's point of view, that they can, you know, real people in the book where they can learn how to do the makeup step by step themselves.
There's no doubt about it. you know, when you meet the people and see them after, the way they're totally transformed about the way they feel about themselves. And every one of them has committed to saying, I am going to do this for myself now on a regular basis. And that, I have to say, is worth everything.
You know, I go every week for chemotherapy down to James's Hospital. If the ladies that I meet down there every week knew how easy this was, they could do it themselves. But again, they'd have to be shown how to do it, because your skin does change, your face shape change, you lose your hair. You have to learn how to do everything again, basically. But I think once you're shown by a professional, I think you would be able to do it.
Look Good Feel Good costs €9.99 and is available nationwide. For further information, see professionalmakeup.ie.